What's up, internet fam? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new there, hi, hello, my name is Ren, and I make LGBTQ lifestyle videos for you guys. So if that type of content interests you, then hit that subscribe button. I make videos every single Friday for you guys. So we are back with another chaotic L-word recap. I definitely think episode 4 was more entertaining than episode 3. Well, did not really feel episode 3 that much. It was kind of a snooze fest for me. I wanted to fast forward a lot, but whatever. So let's go ahead and get started on episode 4. I have my notes down here because, yeah, you know the drill. Also, everything's out of order, don't know, but I'm just gonna start with what is most exciting to me to what is least exciting to me. I guess that's the order I'm going. So first of all, Tess and Shane. Tess and Shane. Yes, I am so excited. They had a kiss. I freaking love Tess and Shane. They are like becoming like my #1 like couple that I'm the most interested. Oh, I'm sorry, my phone's ringing. The most interesting couple that I've been like looking forward to, and so I'm so excited for Tess and Shane's kiss. I think Jamie Clayton is gorgeous. I love Jamie Clayton, and I love her character Tess so much. So anyways, let's just go ahead and talk about their story. Okay, whatever. So I guess, you know, Tess and Shane, they're working together, and Tess has to go, you know, and she reveals, you know, she's got to go to Las Vegas, her mom's sick, and then you find out when she comes back that her mom has dementia, and, you know, it's really sad. And Tess, you know, left Shane to fix this projector, and they come back, and Tess, you know, comes over to Shane's, and she's showing her the projector, and it's upside down, and so Shane is like, I'm gonna fix it, you know, I gotta see it through. Tess is like, it's really easy fix, but Shane doesn't want to hear it. She wants to fix it. She wants to prove herself, you know, that she can do it, and that is when they have their little kiss, and I'm just like, I freaking loved it. But, you know, it was like an awkward moment when they, you know, after they kissed, they kind of were like, and it just seemed like they both were kind of disappointed with what the other person said, you know, because Tess was like, oh, you know, I'm seeing someone, but she meant, you know, her sponsor who doesn't want her to date right now, and that, I think, put Shane off a little bit, so Shane's just kind of like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, like, it's, you know, like, it kind of wasn't anything, and then you could just see from Tess's face, like, okay, like, you know, she was kind of upset, and I was like, I really hope they get together. I really like them together. I'm really rooting for them. So hopefully, you know, maybe they'll have a chat next episode, and they'll sort that out. The next thing we have is Bette. You know, she wants Pippa. She wants, is that her name, Pippa? Pippa. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with names. Pippa. It is Pippa. I like, for some reason, I don't know why, like when I say it, it doesn't sound right. Pippa. It just doesn't sound right off my tongue, I guess. But so Bette, she like goes to her house, and the lady's like, yo, like, why are you on my property? And Bette's like, I, you know, want to talk to you. She shuts Bette out. Bette sits there and waits for gosh knows how long. And she's like, okay, like, what the heck you want? You know, she shows her in her studio, and Bette's just like mesmerized, you know, by all of this stuff. And Bette's just like, I just want dinner. They go, they have dinner. I was getting a little bit of like flirtatious vibes from Pippa. I just, for some reason saying that just doesn't, it sounds weird to me, but Pippa, she's like flirting with Bette a little bit, and so I'm like wondering like, what's gonna go on? But Bette does her spiel, she has dinner with her, then at the end she like really wants to sign her, but Pippa's like no, like I don't think so. I don't like who you work for and like what it stands for and yada yada. So basically, you know, Pippa's leaving, and Bette like grabs her arm, and Pippa's like, don't, you know, tell me like that unless you're going home with me. And I'm like, are they gonna do it? I think they're gonna have a romance. I mean, how many romances is Bette gonna have right now? Like it's like whiplash. First it was the first lady who was married. Now we got Gigi. Now we're gonna have Pippa. You know, is Tina coming back? What's going on with Tina? I don't know. But anyways, I guess that exchange turned Bette on a little bit, because then she goes to Gigi and gets it with Gigi, and I was like, that was hot, but I thought that Gigi ignored her, and I don't know. So I guess they're still on. Anywho's in. Next we have Sophie. She asks Finley. She's like, hey, do you want to have dinner with me? Finley's like, heck yeah. Like, she's so excited. She gets flowers, the whole outfit. Like, she's legit ready to like have this dinner with Sophie. But during the day, you know, Micah's like, hey, you need to find Dani. Nobody's finding her. Her dad's been arrested. He didn't die. He's just been arrested. So Sophie's like, yo, I don't want to find her. Like, come on. But she really wants her to. So she goes and she goes to Dani's house and they, you know, talk. And eventually they land in bed together. And I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, they get it on and she calls up Finley and she's like, I gotta reschedule. And she almost kind of like lied to her in a way. So I'm like, ooh, okay. So she tells, you know, Dani the truth that she was talking to Finley and somehow they still worked it out and she spent the night with her. So are Sophie and Dani gonna get back together or is Sophie gonna go with Finley? I don't know. We're gonna find out, right? So Alice finally moves out of Nat's house and she moves back into her house, which her mother's there. And I guess they're not really vibing, but the mom doesn't want to really leave. So she's there. And Alice goes and talks with her book guy. Gosh, I'm sorry guys, my allergies are killing me. She goes and she's finally, I think the book guy's name's Tom now. Thank you guys. She's talking to Tom and he wants to know about her past relationship with Dana. And it was like really emotional and wow, Alice was just great performance from Alicia Haley. But I'm like, they're holding hands and stuff and they're telling stories and I'm like, are they gonna get together? But isn't Tom married? He's married, right? So they're not gonna do anything. Or are they gonna make Alice start liking him? I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll see. Because he's, you know, she's telling him like really emotional, like things about her life and he's like comforting her about these things. So I don't know if that's kind of like they're gonna get together because they're just sharing so many emotional things with each other. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Nat wasn't at all in this episode, so I guess maybe she's out of the pic. I don't know. We'll see. So Micah, he's goes on a double date with Maribel because she's like, hey, you know, I got a guy, come with me. So he goes on the double date with her. And I guess he didn't feel much with this guy and he tells Maribel that he's like wants to possibly date a girl. And Maribel's kind of like, oh, like, okay, I thought, you know, sure, I hope I didn't offend you. Like, I didn't know you were into like females as well. And he's like, no, you didn't offend me. And you can tell that he likes Maribel and he wants to tell her, but he's just like kind of too afraid to tell her. And, you know, they're texting a lot. It seems like from the thing, they're just texting a lot and he definitely has a crush on her and he wants to talk to her about it, but he's chickening out. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Lastly, we have Angie, you know, walking with her half-sister and she reveals that, you know, the dad is, her donor dad, whatever, is really sick. And so Angie has like, I guess a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings about it because she's like, should I meet him, you know, in case he, you know, he's gonna die, if he dies, should I meet him beforehand? Like, is that something I should do? She's feeling really conflicted with these emotions. So she goes and talks to Micah, has a therapy session with Micah, and eventually she has to tell Bette, like, you know, I'm feeling a certain way. I'm feeling very confused and upset about the situation. So she tells Bette and she's just, you know, I know Bette really tries to like be there for her, but I do feel like sometimes she does come off a little bit harsh, where I do feel like if I was a child, I would have a hard time kind of talking to Bette as well. But Bette agrees like to go to therapy with all of them. Angie wants Carrie. I'm like, why Carrie though? Why Carrie? I don't know. I don't know why she wants to bring Carrie in the situation to therapy. I would just want my two moms and like, do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, she wants Carrie, she wants Tina, and she wants Bette to like all do a therapy session. So Bette agrees. You could tell she's a little bit like, like she's not too sure how she feels about that, what she wants to do. But eventually, you know, she knows she has to do this for Angie. So she agrees and they're gonna go to therapy. And I think at the last part of the episode, from what I can remember, is, you know, Micah comes home from the double date and he, you know, sees Finley eating and he asks, you know, how it was. And, you know, she's like, oh, you know, Sophie was so-and-so. And he kind of lets slip a bit that he thought she knew, but she didn't know the whole story because Sophie did kind of lie a little bit. But Micah let slip that she was with Dani, and I think that just like crushed Finley to bits. I just felt like, ooh, she was crushed. And yeah, she goes to the liquor store. She's crushed, man. She's crushed. But all in all, like, I definitely enjoyed this episode way more than last. Definitely felt like this was a good one. So if you haven't seen it, I just spoiled everything for you, but go watch it anyways. Great moments, great episode. Go check it out if you haven't, and let me know down below what you thought if you did see it. What'd you think? Are you excited about Tess and Shane like me? Who are you wanting to see in the next couple episodes? I'm rooting for Tina to come back. Hurry up, Tina. Hurry up and come back. I want to see you again. But yeah, that's about all I have for you guys today. So leave me some comments down below and I'll respond to them. And I will see you guys next week with another Chaotic L Word recap. Much love. Mwah.